Hi, I'm Mentally, and that is not a pen name. So today I have a short video. This is my May TBR list. I set a couple of goals for myself this year for books. The first one was to make a TBR list every month. Now, basically what that's been for me this year has been I go to the library and I check out a lot of books at the beginning of the month, and then that's my TBR list. I want to read all of those books in that month. I'm not pressuring myself if I don't get all of them read, but as long as I have that book out, it's on my TBR list. That's still going on a little bit. I've got 3 library books in this stack that I checked out in March and then everything closed down, so I still have them out and I still haven't read them, so they're on this list. The second goal of mine was to not drop any books unless I had a good reason. I'll start a book and I'm not really that interested and I'll just stop reading it because I'm reading it on audiobook, or I just pushed the book aside on my bedside table and I stuck things on top of it. But that's not really a good reason to quit it. I'm not hating these books, I'm just not intrigued by them at the first glance. So that's my second goal for myself. A third goal for myself is that I want to complete every series I start. So that means not getting waylaid halfway through, or if there's 2 books in a series, not just reading the first one and being nah about the second. So I also have some series to finish. And my last goal is to read 20 new books. I have a page in my bullet journal that has 20 prompts for me to read different books that fit those prompts. And so in this TBR, I have books that cover each of these goals. So let's get into it. The first 2 books on my list are actually carryovers from last month. And that is 6 of Crows by Leigh Bardugo and My Dark Vanessa by Kate Elizabeth Russell. These are 2 books that I've started reading in the month of April and I just haven't gotten back to. Either because it was too hard to deal with at the time, I'm not that interested, I don't know much about the story, or just that I had other things that were more pressing on my time, like finishing the Owls Readathon strong. So those 2 books, I'm listening to them both on audiobook. The first of my physical book stacks up here, is Cinder Ella by Kelly Oram. This is a Cinderella retelling. If you've read Geekerella, this is actually pretty close to the story of Geekerella. So it's a Cinderella retelling. Ever since I got this book from a thrift store a couple months ago, I've been wanting to reread it, especially after putting it on my shelves over here. So I've just been putting it off because I've had other things to read and I don't want to put it off anymore. The next book is also a reread. This is Dragon Slippers by Jessica Day George. I read this first in middle school. This is about a girl named Creolisel and dragons and sewing. It's really great. I checked it out from the library in March because I wanted to reread it and I don't actually own it right now. And I haven't gotten to it yet, so I just wanted to get to it. The next book is Beartown by Frederick Bachman. This is a book about a small town that has a hockey team and then some allegations are made. I heard about it first from Murphy Napier's channel. She really loves Bachman as an author. And I loved A Man Called Ove, which is also by Bachman. So I'm really excited to read this. I checked it out from the library in March. It's been on my TBR since March, and I just haven't gotten to it. Along with Beartown, I also have Us Against You, which is the second book in the Beartown series, I guess. I have no idea what this is about. All I know is that I was looking for this at the library, and I found this one, and I thought it was just another name for Beartown, but no, it's apparently book 2. So if I start Beartown, I know that I'm going to also read Us Against You. And And the last physical books I have on my things are the last 4 books of Harry Potter. Now, I'm filming this a couple of days before the end of the month, and there's a possibility that I will read Goblet of Fire because I'm listening to them on audiobook. There's a possibility that I'll get through Goblet of Fire before the end of April, and in that case, it's only going to be 5, 6, and 7. But I've started Harry Potter, the Harry Potter series again. I've really been enjoying myself as I go through them, so I know I'm going to want to finish the series out. Another book I have on my list is Chosen Ones by Veronica Roth. Chosen Ones is Veronica Roth's first adult novel. It just barely came out. It's on Scribd, which I just started a trial membership on Scribd, and it's on there, so I plan on reading it before my trial ends. So those are the books on my May TBR list. It's a pretty open list for me. I don't get mad at myself if I don't complete all the books on my TBR. I will also have a wrap-up of my April reading and the books that were on my April TBR coming out next week, probably. So you can see how not hard on myself I am. Anyway, I am currently reading Prisoner of Azkaban. I'm 3/4 of the way through, and I am enjoying it immensely. Tell me what you're reading, and one book on your TBR for May, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!